Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
12 minutes now to go to 8 o'clock. If I said to you, give me raw, don't skid up your face at me. Don't skid up your face at me, because it's actually quite good to sometimes eat some things in their natural state. And that's what we're going to be talking about now. And I'm happy to have with us today Dr. Aris Latham, who is from Sunfired Food, a scientist there and the founder of Sunfired Culinary Institute, and Stacia Davidson, founder of Raw Food Challenge in Jamaica. Good morning, both of you.
Good
Good morning. Good
morning.
morning.
Thank you
Good morning,
so
Barbados. Good morning,
Thank you.
Curtin.
Good morning indeed. I love it. Your enthusiasm makes me want right now to go and bite some fruit, because we're talking about eating raw. And, as I started, there are times when people hear that phrase, eat raw, and they think, yuck. What's the benefit of eating raw?
Okay. Well, number one, the food that is consumed by humans, the natural, original, and best foods for human consumption, is actually cooked by the sun. A mango is cooked. Lettuce is well done. A ripe banana is perfectly cooked. So
Really?
ideally, we want to wait till the pot is ready. So when you pick the banana green, you're trying to force ripe it by boiling it. You cannot compete with the sun like that. You actually killed the banana. You destroyed the life force in the banana, and now you're asking your body to ripen the banana, to process it, to turn it into sugar, into simple carbohydrate, because as a green banana, it is a starch, a complex or complicated carbohydrate that needs to be turned into a sugar. So, so the word raw, it's used in a provocative way, but it's actually cooked food, perfectly cooked. The sun is the chef for everyone on the planet. It comes, and as the world turns, the pot is rolling, and when the pot is ready, the birds come home to feast, and so should we.
That's such an interesting perspective. You caused me pause because it's true. But we never took the time to look at it like that, quite frankly. We see the animals, yes, and we know when it's ready because, they go after it. But I never
That's
thought for a
right.
second that the sun was the chef, so to speak. The sun was the cooker
Oh,
of the fruit,
yes.
of the food.
Indiscriminately. But also one thing that's interesting, you mentioned that my cuisine is called sun-fried food. But if you look at it very carefully, look at the spelling very carefully, it is sun-fired
Or
food.
fired.
Sun, but right, you see, so the connotation in there is that the food is cooked by the sun, but we associate it with something that we are so used to, fried
Yes.
foods. So we just look at it and bang, we get an association. So we know that it's food and we know that it's cooked, but we don't realize that it's perfectly done by the sun. And then once we expose that food to a temperature that's higher than the highest solar temperature ever recorded on the planet, 136 degrees Fahrenheit or 42 degrees centigrade, then we actually kill the food. Fire kills. We destroy the nutrients, the enzymes, and everything. So, no, we do not fry. The sun does the work and it actually cooks. It fires the food up. So when we eat the food, we become all fired up as well, just like the sun, radiant, healthy, and understanding that we're also not going to get sick. This is one of the main benefits of eating all strictly plant-based, raw food or
Yes.
living foods.
Thank you for that. Sun fired. Now, Stacia, you are part of this organization called Raw Food Challenge Jamaica. What is it that your organization does?
Well, first of all, in so in January 2019, I decided to go plant-based because one, I was tired of being sick and tired in the sense I didn't like how I look. In terms of I was putting on a lot of weight, especially in the belly area. And we women
Yes.
don't like that. Also, I had terrible monthly period cramps. And also, I was used to seeing my father, who had diabetes, um, inject insulin daily. So I wanted to, I didn't want that to be my life. So after going plant-based. For my 40th birthday, I decided that I would do 40 days raw. So that's how the raw food challenge started, because I invited persons from my social media to join me for 40 days raw. They had such amazing results. Persons, apart from losing weight, belly fat, they felt energy, vitality. Some persons, their fibroids shrunk. Some
Wow.
persons sick. Some persons with PCOS had their symptoms were alleviated, and there were the skin started to glow. There were so many benefits um, that they were saying you have to do this again. So in May of this year, 2021, that's when the Raw Food Challenge JA was officially started. And from May, we have been having challenges every month since then with amazing results, as you can see, apart from weight loss, just and it's just the whole idea that when you learn, you now impact your family,
Yes.
right? So the person's family, they start now preparing meals differently, living differently, and it's just been a benefit health wise, mental clarity, and just a host of benefits for just changing the way you eat.
A lot of us are scared to make the change because we've grown accustomed to the taste. And now we have to reteach our taste buds to a different flavor and a different kind of food. But we're also conscious of what people say, because the transformation in itself can be so stark that people look at you and think, hey, there's something wrong. And so, Dr. Aris, there's nothing wrong. You're just consuming correctly.
That is correct. See, the body comes to its normal state, its actual natural state. Myself, for me now, it's been 52 years
Wow.
that I have not eaten any animal-based food, and now it's been 47 years that I've not eaten any cooked food as we know it. Everything 100% raw, cooked by the sun. I'm going to be 75 years this year. I'm
Wow.
74, I'll be 75 in July, and I am not sick. I have never been sick since I've been on this lifestyle. No headaches, no fever, no cold, no flu, anything like that. 20/20 vision, you name it. I feel like my brain is actually growing rather than shrinking. No pre-Alzheimer's, no diabetes, no heart problems, no blood pressure, nothing of that nature. So we have to really get past, people who are really, I guess they're trapped. They're trapped in their skin. So
Yes.
obviously, one of you are definitely wrong.
Yes.
Obviously, somebody is actually living dead. So for them, they're going to try to convince you that it's you, and that's an act of self-defense.
Right.
So, but once you keep it up and you show the benefits, you show the results, then people will be signing up. And this is what has happened with me. I'm featured in the Oxford Encyclopedia. I'm known as the original father of vegan raw food cuisine gourmet. And
Yes.
the reason why that stamp is on it, because my descendants, my ancestry, my grandparents on my paternal side came from Jamaica to Panama. I'm now in Panama. I was born here. We came here during the building of the canal. And of course, on my maternal side, my grandparents came from Barbados.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
so we're talking the Caribbean flavor, that rich Caribbean pot. This is what I grew up with. So when I got into raw foods in the 70s in New York, it was mostly people who were ill that were eating this food. So it was very plain, very bland, unseasoned, because these people have cancer, they have terminal disease, so you don't want to stimulate their
Right.
appetite to eat foods that are going to be damaging to them.
Yeah.
So
So,
basically, what I did, I spiced it. I put the Caribbean touch on it, and ever since then, this is why I've been acclaimed, and this is what I've been sharing now for over 40 years at the Sunfired Culinary Institute. So this is what Gimme Raw is all about, that we
yes.
bringing up. So basically, it's Jamaica, Barbados meet in Panama. So Stacia's coming here, and we're going to be really sharing it with you on a level.
This is great. So there's a retreat on the 15th of January, and our viewers this morning need to know the details about this. Who's going to tell me? Is it you, Stacia? How we can be a part of this retreat?
Okay, so first of all, you can register online. You can either register using Aris on Instagram at Aris_Latham. You can click the bio there, or you can go to my Instagram at Stacia Davidson, and you can click the bio and you can register. It's on January 15th. It's 1 day virtual retreat, and Aris will share exactly what he will, because he will be leading the sessions, what he will be teaching. For sure, we'll be teaching the science of good eating, the Sunfired way, the Sunfired lifestyle, and we'll be learning also how to prepare foods with flavor, tasty, raw, gourmet dishes, as he said. So he will share exactly what the lessons will be.
This is going to be so fantastic. Folks, we're going to post all of this information on our social media pages so that you can go and sign up yourself to be a part of this retreat on January the 15th. It's just that 1 day, but you are learning a new way of life. A better way of life, I'm sure that you, Dr. Aris, would say, a better way of life as well. You saw the results in the pictures that we would have shown. So rather than sit and complain, do something about it. Be a part of the retreat on January 15th and see how we can reshape our bodies, reshape our palates, reshape our way of thinking, and reshape our future as well. So I really want to encourage you. And our families, absolutely right. They are the next stage. We've got to leave it right there, but all the best with this. I wish you much success. I love fruit myself, so I'm going to be now doing it myself. I'll probably take up the challenge too and get a whole lot thinner. Okay. I'm looking forward to that as well. So Dr. Aris Latham and Stacia Davidson, thank you both for joining us. I wish you much success, always.
Thank you for having us.
You're very welcome, very welcome. All the best indeed.
Morning, morning, morning.